Bayad na po.
Time to raise it up. Let's go. Filipinos, where you at? Pinoy, Lakas. BagYo. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You know we rolling in that Jeepney.
Happy Easter, everyone! Welcome to Pinoy Lakas Radio Streaming here in Casa de Quezon. We are celebrating our Easter here at home, practicing the 30-day quarantine and social distancing here at Pinoy Lakas Radio Streaming. And of course, because it's Easter, we are celebrating God is risen! Hallelujah! And we have also a birthday girl in the house, my beautiful Apo Erin. And I have a special guest to you later on. But I want to show you my sinigang that everybody voted to cook for today. We have a couple of menu like dim sum. We also have lechon. But this is the special one. So I hope you can smell it, even though we're only here in video taping. So now, do you remember in a couple of days ago that my son was actually being invited by Wish Bus by Simon? Hello, Simon. Okay, thank you for inviting BagYo once again, representing the social distance. And he was able to represent his new debut song of Don't Take Sunday, right? And also Darlingon. And also, is that Jeepney or Pinoy Lakas? I think so. I think there's another one that actually he was performing is the BagYo. My favorite one so far, beside Going Back by Mervin and BagYo. So I hope you enjoy because here you go. Come and string with me with Wish Bass and BagYo.
Joining me now for my second half of the show is our boy. Can you please reintroduce yourself?
What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Good to have everybody on board. I've been seeing the live chats. I'm BagYo. You can find me at all my social media at BagYo Music. But, I'm right here in SOCAL representing, so good to be on board.
Man. All right, man. Good to have you here. So it's been a while since I've seen you again. And I think the last time I saw you was, I want to say, Twister in November.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
It's been a minute, so.
Yeah, Twister in a minute. It must have been it.
Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes I try to stop by and see what the Wish Bus is about, like when it's over there in like West Covina and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen you out in the field, so to speak. It looks like it's going to be a little bit longer besides this, right?
Yeah. That's right. So yeah, man, let's chop it up a little bit. What have you been up to as recently? And of course, like our theme is SoCal distancing, is kind of a play off of social distancing, with this whole coronavirus pandemic going on. So yeah, man, just tell us a little bit about what you've been up to recently.
Yeah, so it is social distancing, and it's affecting all of us basically, right?
Yeah.
So you can look at it one way or another, but the way I like to do it too, obviously, like when it happened to me, it was like, oh man, I can't go outside. You had to correct yourself because we like to go outside. It's amazing, right? It's just being out socially with even you guys. I'm saying out in Los Angeles,
exactly,
shows and everything. But what this has done for us and other people that I've been working with, like inside the community, whether it be the Filipino community or in Los Angeles or the entertainment industry, is it's actually given us an opportunity to hone our skills, sharpen our tools, all this stuff. Where I'm like, I didn't know about Zoom until, I knew about it a little before, but now it's like,
it forces you to adapt, man, and it also forces discipline because if you times are hard right now, and like if you ain't got the discipline and if you're not driven, it's very easy to just like fall off. Like all these memes on social media, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just eat snacks and I'm gonna just be lazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely, yeah, like you said, like I don't mean this with any disrespect too. There's a lot of tragedies that have been going on, and my thoughts and prayers are with everybody who's affected, but. It doesn't really help the situation to just dwell on what's kind of the negative. There's a lot of positive things that are going on too. So yeah. I wanted to ask you about that. We kind of talked about it a little bit, but are there any positive things that are coming out in your life because of this whole situation?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of positive things, but while we're talking on that note, is like you're actually seeing you know, humankind in a sense just stepping up too. You know, you're seeing a lot of these frontliners working the hospitals. You're seeing like these grocery store workers that are, you know, working jobs too. Like they're showing their grit, you know, and their you know their strength. So it's making us realize, like, you know, the average guy that's working at the deli or the grocery store, you know, we should appreciate them because they're the ones that are right there in the front line, you know, working. So I appreciate everybody that's working out there. It's an amazing thing, young. But yeah, as far as that, it's like yeah, it's making us look at other kind of other avenues how to work, and it's definitely honing my time to actually start working on music. I've been working online, you know, sending tracks online, and one of them is actually later on I'll hopefully be able to working later on. So it's a song that I want to put out there. So yeah, but I've been working on stuff, and you know, yeah, you just got to keep on pushing. You take every moment that you got. Like there's still on weekends, you know, you're not supposed to be going outside and working out and all that stuff, right? But there's a lot of Zoom meetings that we could be doing right now and doing, you know,
like this right here.
Yeah, exactly. My cousin does something called Saturday Squad, and it's like it's basically like it's called what is it called? Street parking. There's like an organization called Street Parking where they do like these workouts, physical workouts out in the field and at parks. But since that's not available right now, they're actually doing it all online, and you're still getting the work in. So
that's great.
Yeah, you can adapt.
That's awesome. All right, man. So yeah, I just wanted to get back to you a little bit. You know, I'm sure like a lot of the wishers are already familiar with you. You've been on the Wish bus a few times, Twister November and all that. So yeah, man. But for the wishers who are not hip yet, what should they know about BagYo? Give us a little, you know, introduction, a little background, just about, you know, what your music, yourself, you know, personal, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So about me, it's like you know, eventually I lived a life basically. I'd like to think of it as a Renaissance man. I'm a Balakbayan from the Philippines. Came here when I was young at 4 years old, Pasay City, representing, you know, saying,
let's go.
I could understand Tagalog, pero hirap ng Tagalog ko. But I got a song later on that I'll perform later on, and it has some Tagalog in it, so I hope you appreciate it. But yeah, I came over here at a young age, like a lot of other Filipinos here. And, you know, it took a while for me to find my place here. But I definitely found my culture, and as Filipinos, we do adapt to our environment, and we're friendly people. So we get to share the love with our community, basically. So
good deal.
Yeah, and you know, I was also in the Marine Corps. I served 5.5 years back in Operation Iraqi Freedom. So I'm a combat veteran or deployed veteran. My MOS was crash fire rescue, and I had to overcome some things with PTSD and just, you know, readjusting back to life. I've overcame that. Another part of me that is kind of new, but I've overcame it too, and I'm overcoming it, and I'm fighting, is I'm a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with a couple cancers a couple years ago, multiple myeloma and nasopharyngeal carcinoma, but now I'm like living the life, doing music. It kind of honed in my reason to live, so to speak, and my empathy levels went way up. You know, being through what I've been through, it's definitely kind of opened up my eyes, you know, like Job in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I felt the pain and everything of what it feels like to travel through these crazy roads, and now I'm ready to run, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to rock, and I'm doing it. So
for sure, man. Truly inspiring indeed, man. Yeah, so based on all of your experiences, you know, like, you realize life is really precious, and it gave you purpose, you know, especially in your music, what it sounds like. So how did those experience kind of influence maybe the music that you put out? Because I know, like, I remember hearing some of your music, maybe I think it was Twister, or I just remember hearing some of your music, and you know, there's a lot of meaning behind it. You know, there's a lot of like, maybe a lot of it has to do with like your past experiences. Because I remember that one you wrote a while ago was about your mom, right?
Yeah, definitely. And that was basically that was prior to, you know, that was because being an immigrant basically, and having the hardships as growing up in, you know, broken family, and trying to struggle and making it through, trying to make a good life, and thinking about your family members, thinking about the life back home. So it's called Going Back. You know, as Filipinos, we do this, like, I don't know if it's like that with the normal Filipinos, but my mom seems to be sending a balikbayan box every couple months. So yeah, so so it's every couple months. She's always like getting new food, holding it back. Like, we gotta, Mark, you got any clothes? You got any shoes that you don't want? We're gonna send some stuff to the Philippines. And you know, it's helping out the people that are less fortunate that we're in, and that's what's gonna make us get through this, what we're going through right now too. You know, it's you know, think about the people that are less fortunate for you, like as far as, you know, the social distancing, why we're doing it. It's not because, you know, we can survive, like we'll be fine for the most part, hopefully, blessed that we are fine, but there's other people that we may affect, like the elderly, the people that are immunocompromised. You know, you got to think about other people. So yeah, so my music kind of it is for the people. That's the songs that I made. I make songs, you know, to fit a certain emotion. And like was mentioned earlier on during the interview with Haskell, was classic music, right? Like classic that's music. Yeah, Tupac, favorite artist, the GOAT in my opinion. You know, I grew up listening to that. So he made songs on. So first of all, he made a bunch of songs. Like he was launching them out, but he had Machiavelli 1 through freaking like 12, I believe, right?
Oh man, I know,
yeah. So, but he made songs about every emotion, every song that he made. Like, if you had an emotion, you can throw on a Tupac song and be like, oh, that's what I'm.
Hit 'em up, Dear Mama.
Yeah, exactly. Go to the party. Yeah, exactly. Life goes on.
Hits every.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. Stuff like that.
I'm mad at you.
Yeah. So, even about love songs, you know what I'm saying? Sucker for Love, all that stuff. So.
That's right.
And it was real.
Like, it was real, man. And you know, so that's kind of your goal with music, right? Because a lot of, like we were talking about with Haskell earlier, you know, it's easy to be a cookie cutter, you know, when you're kind of craving, you know, that 15 minutes of fame. You know, you want to do like outlandish things like face tats and all that. But in my opinion, you know, and in the short time I've been on this earth, I've seen artists come and go too, who were maybe had that kind of drive, you know, they wanted to just like be a cookie cutter, basically, like just be the same. But it sounds like to me, man, that your goal with this is just stuff that comes from the heart, some stuff that, you know, has meaning. And yeah, for me, I definitely agree that that's what, like, Haskell was really emphasizing: longevity, like timeless. So that's definitely cool, man.
Yeah, and it's even if you're like doing stuff for those that are aspiring music artists, just work with other people, you know, keep on working. Like, that's what I've known in these last couple of years. I got an amazing song that came out, not my song, but Begotten, shout out Begotten and Heaven New. We got a song called Lingon, and we came out with that song a couple weeks ago. And it's like Lingon is like basically in Tagalog, it's like for a creeper, basically, you know, like you know, that's not the most positive song, but it bumps. Yeah, so it bumps. But yeah, sometimes you gotta just want to, like, yeah, exactly. You spit the truth, you know, spit the truth about, you know, the crabs in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta break that mentality. But yeah, you know, sometimes you want to party, sometimes you want to do that song. But yeah, so just make sure you keep on doing it. That's another thing too, is practice the craft. Mm-hmm. Or when, like, some of the things why maybe I'm actually pretty good with the words is because I used to read a lot, you know, when I was younger. You know, I may not have been the best at school, but I still read a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I still read a lot. Yeah. Like the
saying goes, hip hop is basically poetry.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of reading, a lot of ways to improve your craft.
Yeah.
All right, man. So it looks like you have about 3 songs that you will be performing for us. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and this songs, it's 3 songs. Yeah,
3 songs. Gotcha.
Yeah, and these are songs that I've been kind of, except for the second one that I'll perform, these are songs that I've actually collaborated with other people. So, yeah, so it takes a village. So, yeah.
Definitely. So, yeah, man, in the second, third segment, I definitely want to get into, you know, just more future plans, you know, maybe even like a culture, identity talk. But, yeah, just going back to your first song, what is this song? Is it an original? Is it a cover?
So this song, I've been doing I've been doing music for a little bit now, 6-7 years, something around there, right? And my boy Brian Woodard like hit me up one day. He blessed me with the track. He was like, "You need a track that actually kind of, where's your like theme song? Where's your BagYo song? You know, where's the song that talks about BagYo? So I'm gonna make this song for you, and let's you know, he did it out of GP, you know, general purpose. You know what I'm saying? So he did the song for me, and freaking I just ran with it. So
word up. And for our non-Filipino wishers, what does BagYo mean?
So BagYo is there's a town called BagYo, but that's not it. It's BagYo actually. You pronounce it BagYo, but since I'm Americanized, it's a BagYo. You know, I say BHUYO.
BagYo.
And it means typhoon, hurricane. And
typhoon, hurricane.
Yeah, basically a twister, like a twister. In November. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you get to your first song. I definitely want to ask you a little bit about how that name came to be. But wishers, you ready to go, BagYo?
Yep.
All right, guys, this is BagYo performing his original BagYo here on Wish USA. Keep it locked in.
If you don't know, then you really need to know this guy with a really cold flow. When he heat it up, he can keep it too low. If you don't know, then you really need to know. It could be all good and everybody's fine. It could be good and everybody wild. I don't know what you've been told. There goes that man again.
Pulling up to the curb. With the 5-0, the way you rolling with the team, you a rival. Suicide doors, up like a Lambo, killing that flow. You can call me Rambo. BagYo, the level of the badness, look like an attitude. We can rock with the flow in the casket. Oh Lord, got me pouring out the 40 with the homies, with the 40 Smith and Wesson out the drinks. If they touch a little, listen. If you really about your class, we in the lab, max out making hits like crack music. Pure form in the lace, like USMC with the formula, Andre with the bass. This the West Coast Red Nostra culture. We're supposed to be the illest, the hard, like Mr. Willis. We ride hard to the brink, get death to the flat lines. W's to rep that
If you
west.
don't know, then you really need to know this guy
To the flat lines and
really cold
W's to
flow.
rep that
When
west.
you heat it up, you can keep it too low. If you don't know, then you really need to know. It could be all good and everybody's fine. It could be good and everybody wild. I don't know what BagYo's hold. There goes that man again.
And you know I never forfeit that fortress. I'm going in for that Forbes list. Run that like a full spin. Kill them all like a full clip. I make it miss me like the skins in now rap. I'm chasing the cognac with the champagne. The pain, a dawn, carry on till the night hits the morn. No sleep, I'm living the dream until it's gone. But when it's gone, the dream will carry on like Don Illuminati's lyrics inside a song. But till then, I'm popping MC notes and overdosing on killing the flow. I'm on the road to riches, but all these riches be all up in the business. Give a damn who did it, I'm going in and let it, forget it. Like I said it and met it and took it back. Retracting my words, thinking to fall back. Forget that, I'm doing talk about scratch. Keep running you out the gun when you want the
If you
track
don't
back,
know,
yo.
then you really need to know this guy with a really cold flow. When he heat it up, he can keep it timber low. If you don't know, then you really need to know.
2020
It
in the
could be all
house.
good and everybody's fine. It could be good and everybody wild. I don't know what you've been told. There goes that man again. BagYo.
Reppin' that, yeah, reppin' that WISHBUS. It's that WISHBUS. It's that WISHBUS. It's that WISHBUS. It's that WWWWWWWWISHBUS. It's that West Coast to Coast to flow, yeah. BagYo up in the mix, representing 2020. Yeah, we got this. COVID ain't got nothing on us. Keep on representing.
Or should I say BagYo, performing his original BagYo, blessing us with some heat on this Thursday night. So guys, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, he'll be performing his second song. He's got 3 songs going on tonight. Second interview, you guys know the drill. But until then, please enjoy these Wish exclusives here on Wish USA. And what is up, Wishers? Welcome back. It is your boy DJ Twice. The time is now 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going off because we are here in SoCal for our SoCal distancing edition of Wish USA Live. If you guys are only tuning in now, we had Haskell. Now we have BagYo here in the building. Sorry, I'm getting our guests mixed up, but yeah, if you guys are just tuning in now, you can always rewind. You got 2 more hours to do so. But going back to our guest right now, what's up, BagYo? You hear me?
What's going on? Yeah, you can hear me?
Yep, got you.
Cool.
All right, man. So in our previous segment, we kind of cut off to what your name means, and now I want to ask you how that name came to be.
So actually, I was named by my mom. She named me when I was younger.
Good deal.
BagYo means typhoon, hurricane, right?
Right.
And I was basically all over the place when I was young. So one of the things too when I was younger was, and it actually followed me in adulthood. That's one of the tattoos right here. Is I'm a fighter, so I box. So there was a movie called Hurricane when I was growing up. I don't know if you guys remember. It was with Denzel Washington. It was about Carter Hurricane, and it was a true life story. And that's kind of like one of the things that I kind of gravitated towards too. Yeah. So when my mom named me BagYo, I was like, okay, cool. There was actually somebody back in the Philippines by the name of Boy BagYo too that I met later on in 2000 and I believe it's 2006. Yeah, or 2007. Yeah, I was able to meet him before he passed on, but he was someone that was hanging around the old blocks in Batsai City. So yeah.
Sweet, man. So yeah, there's a few things it sounds like that kind of inspired your name. So all right, man, cool. So now I kind of wanted to get into a little bit of like cultural identity. You're putting on for Pinoys. I see that hat right there. You got the you got the sun stars right there for the Philippines.
That's a Pinoy Rising, by the way. Yeah.
Pinoy Rising.
Yeah, you got to support the village. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
for sure. And also to you, was it true that you kind of have like a presence in like historic Filipino town? Was that you?
Yeah, definitely. Like one of the songs that actually, a song that I'll be performing next is, it's called Jeepney, aka Pinoy Lakas.
Pinoy Lakas, yeah.
And how I started off when I started doing music, it was, I needed to make a song for the culture basically. And I don't know, and maybe it was divine intervention and whatnot, but I was performing over there in historic Filipino town. And I had been performing there, I've done the Filipino circuit, a lot of, Astig, Josephine's, bistros, all these bistros, Noy Pits, all the stuff. I've been performing there. And I needed a song that was basically kind of towards my Filipinos, and when I was performing at historic Filipino town years back, I seen a Jeepney there. And when I seen it, I was like, man, it's like, it brought back memories when I went in 2007, riding a Jeepney. And it was basically an icon of our culture.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so when I seen it there, I was like, I need to get that in my music video. I don't know if the song was already made before that or like, freaking, it just came into my life. But yeah, I seen the Jeepney. And after I performed, actually, I didn't find it. It was gone from it apparently went back to its location, which was later on, it took me years to find out. But the location that it was kept at is called Filipino Worker Center, PWC. You can find them at pwcsc.org. And what the Filipino Worker Center does is they provide, assistance as far as, workers' rights. And that ranges from like the OFWs, which is overseas farm, the farm workers or the United Farm Workers and all that. Everybody, the deployed farm workers, it helps out with the workers' rights and even the caregivers. So I went over there and asked them, hey, could I use your Jeepney in my music video one day? And I told them the whole story about how I was a Marine. I drove like fire trucks. I drove 7 tons in the military, over there in Iraq and all that stuff. And like, okay, we'll think about it. And then one day they called me to actually drive the Jeepney in Los Angeles for a wedding, without any, I practiced one time before, but it was pretty sight. It was lit. Driving through LA in that Jeepney, 1944 original Sarao Jeepney from the Philippines.
Dope.
So now I drive it over there. I'm one of the assistant drivers over there, or one of the volunteer drivers in historic Filipino town that gives it the tours of historic Filipino town. So yeah.
Awesome, man. So yeah, now I kind of wanted to get into music, but still going with this topic of, you know, cultural identity. A lot of people when they think about Filipinos, they maybe think like more R&B kind of a thing, you know, Pinoys and hip hop.
Yeah.
Outside of, you know, the Philippines and outside of, you know, Filipinos, they're not super hip to it yet. And I was really like, this topic was really, I was really going off of this topic during kind of like the Twister November, because that was, you had like Opera, DJ Buddha, so a lot of Filipinos were present, a lot of Filipinos in hip hop in particular. So.
And Ruby Barra, yeah, all the, you know.
Ruby, how can I forget Ruby
yeah.
Barra? Yeah, she's definitely one of the bigger names that was there as well. So a lot of people, I noticed a lot of kids, they might try to hide that they speak Tagalog or kind of be ashamed of it. And this just goes like with Asians in general. You know, I hear a lot of like stories of like people, figures on YouTube and like, you know, influencers who are like, yeah, man, you know, I kind of used to be ashamed to speak my native tongue. I used to kind of be ashamed about the food I ate and all of that stuff. So I just kind of wanted to ask you, like, what does being a Filipino American in hip hop mean to you?
It's definitely, especially over here in the States. I heard actually in the Philippines now, it's the #1 music choice over there in the Philippines. It's like it's getting pretty global
OPM,
over
right?
there in the Philippines. Yeah, exactly. One of the main genres over there right now. But yeah, over here in growing up, there wasn't that many Filipino artists. There was almost none. I can't recall exactly the ones that were at the moment, but there was a couple of them. Yeah, but there was a couple like old school ones. And yeah, you had to kind of adapt to hip hop first and then start making hip hop music, or start putting your little twist on it. And that goes back to the question that was asked earlier on with Haskell. It's like, you just have to speak the realness into it, and people relate to it. Like that Going Back song was about my struggle with my mom and my family, and you know, coming over here and then having to start from scratch basically, right? But people of all genres related, or all nationalities related to it. So that was an amazing thing. I remember playing that song with people at the beginning, and it's like, we didn't have the music video yet, but I would play it on my phone and they would totally like relate to it. So that's the thing about music and
people from different cultures too, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, that was definitely the main. I didn't have no Filipino, you know, growing up a Filipino over here, like you said, there wasn't that many that I knew of anyways. And this wasn't even that long ago when I came out. This was like 6 to 7 years ago. I didn't play it to any Filipinos at first. I was playing it to, you know, my African Americans, my Hispanic friends, white friends, you know, and they totally related to it. So music is definitely, it travels through all environments. So
for sure, that's the beauty of music. You know, it binds us all together. You know, especially in hip hop, there's a message that can be said, that can be, you know, expressed in your music that maybe like a Hispanic, maybe an African American can kind of relate to. So you know, that whole, you know, the struggle, you know, adapting to a new culture, you know, that's a message a lot of people can relate to. So I definitely see that. And also too, I wanted, like, growing up, is that how you kind of adjusted to life here in the States? Because you said, how old were you when you came here?
I was 4 years old when I came here.
4 years old, okay.
Yeah, Los Angeles, all over the place. We moved around, you know, apartment building. Eventually, we settled down in a city called Azusa, the Canyon City. All my A-Town representatives, where you at? Yes. But yeah, in the San Gabriel Valley. And I grew up there ever since the 5th grade and onward. So that's still my hometown. I still go there to church, actually. I go to a place called New Harvest Church around there. Also, yeah, so, yeah, and it's a Hispanic community. You know, it's definitely family, all love. You know, Filipinos are, for the most part, accepted. You know, but we're the integrators, right? We integrate, and we learn to adapt and overcome. So, yeah.
So yeah, so I guess, you know, not too much adjusting, because, you know, you pretty much grew up your whole life here in the States. So
yeah.
But definitely you found yourself, you know, you said there wasn't a lot of Filipinos.
And yeah, and definitely another thing about, as far as adjusting, I joined the Marine Corps, you know, in early adulthood, basically. And I was sent to North Carolina, of all places, you know what I'm saying? So I did have to, I did have to realize, okay, so this is it. Yeah, this is totally a different environment. It's definitely Caucasian and Black community out there.
Predominantly, yep.
Even understanding their language, so to speak, you know, the Southern drawl, Yeah, that was another
different road
thing
for sure.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
And then
man.
the whole Marine Corps environment, just into the Marine Corps. Yeah, definitely a game changer.
Definitely. All right, so for your second song, just like we were discussing earlier, Jeepney's Pinoy Lakas.
Yeah.
So actually,
Pinoy
we
Lakas.
kind of discussed it a little bit, but is there anything else about the song? Like, how old is it? When did this come out?
This song is probably about, I want to say it's about maybe 4 years old. And I still got to make the music video. I know. I have a couple people on deck. Yeah, I definitely want to get the Wish Bus team on it. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey,
yeah,
man,
but
let us know.
yeah, so I want to put the music out there, but it's something that I believe all Filipinos could relate to, as far as being a balagbaya and even being back home in the Philippines and representing. I hope that they relate to it, and I hope they understand it, because I am of you and I appreciate you guys. That's why I wanted to make that song, to show my heritage and my background and my culture. So Pinoy Lakas, as you can see, I got the tattoos. It's or you can go Lakas Pinoy, how it's supposed to be,
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I came up with Pinoy Lakas because yeah, it's our spin on our culture and our pride. So yeah, and for those that don't know what Pinoy Lakas means, it's Pinoy means people or person or Filipino. Pinoy, you could be Pinoy or Pinay, and then Lakas means strength. So that's what that's about, showing our strength as a culture and as a people. So,
let's get it. So yeah, Pinoy pride all the way, Pinoy strength all the way. So you ready to go, BagYo, for your second?
Yep, represent. Time to represent.
All right, guys, let's go. Represent. This is BagYo, Pinoy Lakas in original, here on Wish USA. Keep it locked in.
Bayad na po.
Time to raise it up. Let's go. Filipinos, where you at? Pinoy Lakas. I'm BagYo. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. You know we rolling in that Jeepney. 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 You know we rolling in that Pinoy Lakas. Lakas. Pinoy Lakas. Lakas. Pinoy Lakas. Lakas. Pinoy Lakas. Kamusta ka, pare? Pinoy na talaga. Ang hirap na buhay, Pinoy lang malakas. Walang atrasan, puro avante. Ang palakpahan ko, Hondo Ferrante. Translation, we reppin' the 5 nations. But we ain't rockin' the boats, we fly to space station. Walang trabaho, walang reklamo. Astig na tao ko, matapang puso ko. I got love for all y'all, mabuhay. From LA all the way to the barangays. Subukin mo, aswerte ko. Itaya mo, nanalo ang peso. I'm from the Pasay, city of hard knocks. We posted up in the calle in order to feed the flock. Doing whatever it takes to raise a fam right. Ready to work all day and all night. You know we rolling in that Jeepney. 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 You know we rolling in that Pinoy Lakas. Lakas. Pinoy Lakas. Lakas. Pinoy Lakas. Lakas. Pinoy Lakas. We all eating that cocina Filipino, or getting up in the mix. Halo, Cat and Neva. Historic Filipino town on the whole of that. They're getting it rep and proud all the way down to the south. Play the loud and broken rock your Filipina America. My nana gets hysteric every time they be placing us. It's all love, cause you know I love all y'all. Cause we the big left struggle and we can never fall. Rockin' with ML, but it ain't for milliliter. That's the kapatid, our chemistry run deeper. We reppin' the culture, bringing the elaw on the track. That means you're bringing the light, cause Queen's got it, your back in that Jeepney. You know we rollin' 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 in that Pinoy Lakas. Lakas. Pinoy Lakas. Lakas. Pinoy Jeepney. Yeah.
All right, guys, that was Pinoy Lakas by BagYo. We rolling in that wish bus. I wish we were, but we also rolling in that Jeepney. All right, guys, so don't go anywhere. Keep it locked in. Come back. Going to our third interview. Third original by BagYo, and then the closing talk. You guys know the drill, so don't go anywhere. Keep it locked in and enjoy these exclusives here on Wish You Will Say. And what is up, Wishers? Welcome back. It is your boy DJ Twice. The time is now 8:30 p.m. and we are here going off of our SoCal distancing edition of Wish You Would Say Live. And joining me right now, and who joined me for the past 2 segments, or 3 segments, because he was here with Haskell. What is up, BagYo? How you doing, man?
What up? Doing good, feeling the vibe.
Doing good.
Feels good to be doing the music. You know what I'm saying? Feels good.
Let's get it. All right, so
hope you guys like that.
For sure. All right, man. So now I kind of wanted to take this time, for this segment to kind of go over what some of your future plans are. You've been grinding for a good 6 or 7 years. You've been doing music.
Yeah. So as even when we spoke a little bit with Haskell, you know what I'm saying? The main thing that I'm going to focus on right now is releasing more music for the next year after all this stuff goes on. Right. All of us got to take a little step back right now and do the social distancing thing and stay indoors and ride this wave. But this season will pass and we'll be able to go out there, do our thing. But right now, just keep on focusing on making music, and when I launch, it's going to be good to go, because I plan on hitting the Philippines up pretty soon too, and touching base over there and launching out with them with my other counterparts. So yeah, I've been building the conglomerate, so to speak. So. That's the main focus right now. Just building the ammunition, the conglomerate, building the village. So, yeah. For
sure. And yeah, I mean, Haskell had a lot of good things to say. I mean, he's somebody who's been in the music game for a minute. What was your major, for yourself as an artist, what was your major takeaway or major takeaways from what he had to say, the advice he had to give?
The main thing I got from him is just be yourself. Keep on doing what you do. Don't change your way for anybody else, because you're gonna get yourself lost in trying to change to be something that you're not, and it might when you should just really be focusing on honing your skills. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, when all this is over and said and done, it's it's I feel something that you should be proud of. Being yourself, being original. So that's
most definitely, and like he also said, that's how you last. He put a huge emphasis on longevity, and I think that's that's huge. So also too, you mentioned collaborating with him possibly. So besides Haskell, what's a dream collaboration with you when this is all said and done, when this whole craziness coronavirus thing has passed?
Dream collaborations. Sure. I mean, really just collaborating with anybody that, like he had mentioned, just collaborating with people that are in the village, people that are right there next to you that are struggling. Maybe a dream collaboration would be to work with someone that later on in the music game, blows up basically. Yeah. I think that would be a dream collaboration, helping up a youngin', surpass and rise up, sharpen their tools. Because that's what you want to do, that's what I want to do anyways. To, ignite the fire that, that's able to be set across the world, so brings heat to the world. So that's the main thing, Yeah.
For sure. All right, man, for your final song of the night, tell us a little bit about it. I don't even have the title of it. It just says new original song right here. So put us on. So this
song is something that I'm actually still kind of, it's still needing to get mastered and everything, but it's something that, that's pretty near and dear to me. It's called Doesn't Take a Sunday.
Doesn't Take a Sunday.
And it's actually about the whole, Easter's coming up, right?
Yeah.
So Easter's coming up, I am a Christian, Catholic born, Christian raised. A lot of us Filipinos have religion, even coming from the Philippines over there. And it doesn't matter. The song is called Doesn't Take a Sunday. If you want to pray, if you want to praise, it doesn't take a Sunday, it could be any time of the year. You could be homeless out there in the fields, you want to get down on your knees and pray about it. You can be in jail, pray about it. You you can be in Iraq or you could be in, you know, Afghanistan or wherever. You know, you sit down, you on your knees, you know, talk to God at any given Sunday. It doesn't take a Sunday. I mean, and that's what the song is aimed at. It's aimed for the people that maybe they feel in their heart that, you know, they don't feel worthy enough to praise God or to go to church. Because a lot of people, you know, they don't want to go to church. You know, there could be like a homeless person out there that, you know, they go to church and they feel ashamed walking into the doors, and no, it's not what it's about. You know, it's about coming into the doors and praying. And I made this song with another artist, amazing artist, Taya Joyce, and she's another amazing artist. So look up her information. She is engineering it right now, and you know, putting little tweaks on it. And she sings on it also. And this song, this instrumental, was actually created by Adasa Aquino, soundvariety.com. So she does amazing beats and everything. So when I heard this instrumental, I was like, this is the one where I want to actually give thanks and worship to. So this is the song that I'll be putting out, you know. So I hope you guys appreciate it. You know, it's especially in this climate that we're in, you know what I'm saying? We're noticing that it's bigger than us right now. You know, it's bigger. This whole situation is bigger than we are. You know, it took us out of our basically materialistic environment and what was important in our lives. You know, what's going to be important years from now, and when all this is said and done, because we're going to remember this 30 years from now, hopefully. You know, 30 years from now, we'll be all surviving, and we're going to see where we stood in our time. You know, what did we do during this time? Did we unite people? Did we do something positive? So that's what this is kind of like, something kind of geared towards, you know, to bring peace and, you know, hope to people's lives, basically. So, yeah, I hope you guys
like it. Man, definitely timely. All right, so BagYo, you ready to go?
Yeah, definitely. Let me get
All right, let's get it. So this is BagYo, Doesn't Take a Sunday, here on Wish USA. Keep it locked in.
Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, and I know I'll see you one day. Say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, and I know I'll see you one day. Say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer for me. I've fallen down and fallen short too many times to count, but still you show amazing grace. Sometimes I'm scared to show my face, but still I'm at this place. In my heart I know you'll stay, and know with times it beats and breaks, you always take away the pain and bring the love back. I'm never gonna forget that. Rolled away the stone on the third day, it's you above all. I saved you with a crown of thorns, a true rose that'll never fall. And in my heart of hearts, I could hear your spirit call. So let us pray and hope to be forgiven, and sing praises and worship, thank you for the days we live in. Living most abundant with the most high above all mine, and so below. I feel your presence wherever I go. I see your beauty in the day, I feel your warm breeze at night. You're all my guiding light and darkness help to get through the night. And when I'm at your work, I feel your presence, feel uplifted. That's why I still arise, cause you have risen and we've been given to sing your praise. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, take a Sunday. Say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, and I know I'll see you one day. Say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday.
Say a prayer for me. Say a prayer,
and I know I'll see you one day.
say a prayer for me.
I'll see you one day. One time for the front line, I'll be a soldier with crossover on the shoulders, like you carried all the burdens for the masses with the passion of Christ. Crucified a beacon at light, you the light that leads us through the night, through the dark, redeemed and sacrifice. So laying down my burdens, I'm coming as I am. I know that you're my savior, and I'm in righteous hands. You gave us favor to walk on waters when I couldn't swim. I couldn't drown in my sorrows, but you carried me on your wings. And I know this is my moment of choice, so I close my eyes and now I wait on your voice. Dedicate your bonds on my goodwill and pain. The work you stress on my day, know when you rose up on a Sunday. Say a prayer, say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Say a prayer, say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Say a prayer, say a prayer for me. Say a prayer, and I know I'll see you one day. Say a prayer for me. You know it doesn't take a Sunday. Doesn't take a Sunday.
And all right, wishers, welcome back. So just like BagYo says, it does not take a Sunday to pray or to, religion, spirit, whatever you want to, whatever route you want to go. It doesn't take a Sunday to hope for better days, man. To pray to your Creator, whatever way you see fit, whatever religion you're a part of. So yeah, BagYo, definitely, man, that was a really dope message. Thank you for performing that for us.
Yeah, appreciate it. It was good. It's definitely, especially the sign of the times right now with Christmas not Christmas, Easter Sunday coming up. So yeah, definitely something. Passover today's right. It's Wednesday right now. So so cool. Yeah.
All right, man. We appreciate you. So now's the how the drill. So now is when I ask you, where can we find you? What you got coming up? Yeah, social media, YouTube, Spotify, all of that stuff.
Yeah, cool. So you can catch me everywhere at BagYomusic.com. That's at BagYomusic.com. And you can actually catch me on my website too, www.bagyomusic.com. But I'm all over Instagram. I'm there like daily, every day. Facebook, you can hit me up there. I'm pretty easy to reach. Catch me in the store, Filipino Town once all this stuff is done and over with. You know what I'm saying? After we get to the season. But there's also a lot of events that I'll be doing in the future with Kapwa Conversations. Like there's a bunch of organizations and actually a movement going on right now with Pamana Cali, Download Movement, and a Stage of Our Own. Yeah, so there are three major kind of entities, not major entities. They're like us, but they're some amazing people that are putting things together for not just us Filipinos. It's what's the word? And inclusive, where everybody's everybody come through, but it's showing like all types of people in our village, basically, whether you're whatever religion you are, or whatever you believe in, come through. We're all here with synergy, trying to do positive things in our environment. So so one of the things that I've been doing is going over there to Torrance and doing a lot of Filipino dance and yoga and stuff like that. You definitely got to check them out. Check out those locations. So
definitely.
Yeah, and all the Philam chambers of commerce. Philam Chamber of Commerce Hollywood, Philam Chamber of Commerce South Bay Los Angeles. Just be out in the field doing. Once all this rolls over, just be out there and representing, especially with the Wish Bus team. You know what I'm saying? You guys are all over the place. So yeah.
We're
rolling. Yes.
For sure. We're gonna be rolling in that Wish Bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, any shout outs you'd like to give?
Shout outs to like I mentioned, Pamana Cali, Stage of Our Own, Download Movement, Filipino Worker Center, New Harvest Church, Symposia Church, a church that I've been attending recently, and the International Myeloma Foundation, who's leading finding the cure for one of the cancers that I got. Multiple myeloma, and of course my familia, my mother, my father, my brothers, and my sister, and all of you out there in the Philippines. You know, keep on doing your thing. Stay safe out there, and of course, the frontliners. I appreciate you guys.
Shout out to the
Appreciate what you guys
frontliners.
are doing. So, yeah, and everybody at the Wish Bus. So,
Shout out to you too, man.
yeah.
All right,
appreciate it.
any final words in closing?
Just stay up there, stay up in the clouds, keep on pushing, and just keep on taking flight, man. Just keep pushing.
Keep pushing. All right, BagYo, I appreciate you, bro. Hope to see you very soon. Hopefully on the Wish Bus, or
Yeah, definitely.
maybe historic Filipino town. We'll see, man. So
Yeah.
stay up.
Take a jeepney tour.
No, that'd be dope. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, man. God bless, and see you soon. All right.
Cool.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
Guys, did you have fun? Because I do. Isn't that so amazing? Thank you, Wish Bus, for inviting BagYo once again. He rocked on the Wish Bus. I can't believe that he really made it to the top again. Okay, guys? Don't forget, love each other because you only have one life. And God love us, so be kind to that love and spread it out. Be kind and humble all the time. Mwah!